You're tuned in to Tailgate Talk, where the grill is hot, the drinks are cold, and the sports stories never stop. Hosted by DB Cooper and Itty Bitty Ute, and produced by Hollywood. Grab a plate, pull up a chair, and let's get this tailgate started.
Welcome on into the Tailgate Talk podcast, where the chili dogs are hot and the vanilla Coke Zeros are cold. I'm DB Cooper. Alongside of me is Itty Bitty Ute. And on the ones and twos behind the grill is Hollywood. Gentlemen, how are we feeling?
Amazing.
Feeling good. So good.
Good.
How are you doing?
Well, hey, I'm feeling good. But you know why I'm feeling the best right now? Is because on our side, Aerotech Manufacturing, since 1967, the best precision sheet metal fabrication business around, the best radiant ceiling panels business around, the best carpet cleaning truck mount business around. That's Aerotech Manufacturing, locally owned, locally operated, North Salt Lake, Utah. Since 1967, over 55 years of being the best in the business. For any of your precision sheet metal fabrication, radiant ceiling panels, or carpet cleaning truck mount needs, Aerotech Manufacturing has you covered. Yes, has me feeling good.
That was nice. Well
thank
done.
Thank you.
I love it. And
Well
and
done.
DB's a man of principles. We had offers, Ford, Ferrari, all these big companies that were like, we want to be sponsors of the Tailgate Talk podcast. And DB was like, no, we're going to go with someone local that knows who we are. And so hats off to you.
Yeah, that's a good point. You know, like we're not opposed to national offers someday, but we'll always stay local.
And we got our first individual offer, Hollywood. Rogaine.
Yes. Listen, you're feeling a little thin up top. Maybe you cut your hair and you were like, gosh, I wish I wouldn't have done that. Take a little Rogaine and look at this. It just came back so nice, so soft,
quick,
so luscious. Rocking the dad bod today. I'm feeling good, man. It's a good Sunday.
It's a great Sunday. Lots to get to. Before we do, I do want to. We don't always do a great job at addressing our YouTube comments. Want to be better at that. Want to go back to our episode 25, Chili Dog U Part 4. Had some good comments. A couple from Big J. A lot of the comments had to do with favorite day of the week. Big J says, I love Sunday, church in the morning to get your spirit right, and then family time the rest of the day. Not a bad point. It's just Sunday scaries about going back to work on Mondays. Always gonna be put the damper on anything good about Sunday for me. JS Bowers 2822 said, more pearls of wisdom, never considered the greatness of Thursday. So we're opening eyes. And then Old Man Swan, Friday is by far the best day of the week. I do think if you feel like Friday is the best day of the week, I'm probably not going to be able to convince you Thursday's better. But, I mean, they're close. They got to be close.
Yeah. Agreed.
Beautiful. Big Chili Dog U Day yesterday.
Oh.
Big Chili Dog U Day. How are we feeling?
The momentum is palpable. I was
can feel
telling Itty Bitty this before. Some of the dads. So Evelyn, my daughter, her soccer team, her season's kicking off. They had game 1 and 2 of the season Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, he's a big BYU guy. He listens to the podcast and he's like, dude, this chili dog stuff is taking off. He's like, I see it all over my feed. And so, yeah, absolute incredible watching that thing take off and building momentum.
It's been fun to be a part of. I'm grateful for chili dogs in general to allow us to come into their space and be a part of this. I do want to put a reminder out. You know, this is Chili Dog U is bigger than DB Cooper or Itty Bitty Ute or Hollywood. It's bigger than the Tailgate Talk podcast. This is something that is all of us together as a fan base. It's not one individual. It's not one group. It's not one tailgate. This is everyone combined. And the efforts that we're putting in is showing off. I think Itty Bitty, did you want to rattle off some of the stats that you tweeted?
Yeah. Let me do some shout outs first. I haven't pulled up, and then we'll read off the stats. The biggest one is Christian Judd. After the game, he tweeted out and said, "You may not believe it, but it's real, and we need everyone to get behind the Chili Dog U movement." He's a great follow, great dude. He posted the picture of our like last 3 games, and just we're boat racing people. David Durant with 3 Chili Dogs on Saturday. Unbelievable effort from 3. You outsider. Danon Perry, Steve Bartle, Father Stu, Kim Jong Utes, Jaywalk, Cheech with number 2 Chili Dogs 2 days in a row, I believe. Landman U,
100,000 BT Utes.
100,000 BT Utes. Flashback. We had a lot of people here at my place, and we did about 15 Chili Dogs.
Yeah,
and so
I was one of those.
Yeah. And so what we're going to do, obviously, is Chili Dog U next Saturday at the tailgate. And if you don't want to go to Sonic, you don't want to go to DQ, you don't want to make it, just come to the tailgate, and we will supply you with a Chili Dog so you could be part of the challenge. And like DB said, it's bigger than just being superstitious. It's bigger than that.
It's bigger. It's bigger. It's bigger than all of us. I do want to mention, on top of the invite to come to Saturday, I have something up my sleeve to really take our Chili Dogs to the next level. So we're going to tease it. We're not going to put it out there, but come to the tailgate and you can see what we're going to do to take these Chili Dogs to the next level. A couple other shout outs. Don't want to forget Dwight Schrute. Also, he had a Dairy Queen dog. He put in that work. You got to get a shout out. And then Coach Gruden also had a Chili Dog. Also with some chili cheese fries. It looked good. It looked good. They might have just been cheese fries, but regardless, that's neither here nor there. Any other thoughts on Chili Dog U yesterday, fellas?
I've got one thing that I'll add, and this is, we can kind of transition from Chili Dogs to food in general. I've got 2 quick tags that I need to throw out real quick before we get into the game.
Throw them out.
Evelyn, my daughter, I mentioned their team played first, and she got her first goal of the season today. Phenomenal. Nice. She did great. Nice little lefty. But when we got to the game Saturday morning, it's a 9 a.m. game. We got to get there at 8 a.m. Jason Cram, BYU fan, but loves the podcast. He gets in there. He's like, "Hey, man, I was listening to the podcast last night." He was like, "I was disappointed you cut your hair." He's like, "I love the hair." So took the road game today to get that back. I'm setting up the team's camera. That's kind of like what I volunteer to help with. And a couple of the other dads are kind of chit-chatting and talking. Jason pulls out a freaking Betos burrito and starts going to town on it. And the other dads are like, "Oh, I hope you brought enough for everybody." And then I leaned over and was kind of joking. I was like, "I already ate the one he brought for me." And they started laughing. I'm not kidding you, dude. I go and sit down in my seat right next to him. And he goes, "I actually did get you one," and slid over a breakfast Betos burrito for me. An absolute dog to remember your buddy and give him. It's not a home game. We're not tailgating, but to break bread on a Betos burrito, Jason Cram, you are a tag.
Tag Jason Cram. Did he remember sauce?
I love that so much. DB's just silent.
Do you remember the sauce?
Anyways, I do have some. I think he is frozen, actually. Unless he's doing a really good job at holding still.
He's like mannequin-esque.
I can't.
Run it, itty bitty. What do you got?
Everyone's frozen.
Yeah, got some stats real quick. Not to go back to Chili Dog U, but I think the people need to know the superstitious part of it and what the Utes are doing.
I'm back. Am I back?
He's back.
Whew. All right, I was nervous. I was just letting it ride. Sorry, what did I miss?
He just wrapped up, and I'm just jumping into stats.
I did want to know really quick. It's Jason Cram, right?
Yes, sir.
Did Jason remember the sauce?
He forgot the sauce.
Oh.
And he's like,
offsets.
I know. He turned back and he's like, He's like, they didn't give me the sauce. So both of us, no sauce. But listen, when you're not expecting, when you're not expecting it, and you're hungry and you're running around grabbing everything to get to the game, and then you sit down and you've got this massive burrito.
That's a good point.
It's just
good
chef's
point.
kiss.
Edie, what do you got?
Yes. Not to beat the dead horse with Chili Dog U, but we got to go over some stats since we have started this movement.
Yes.
Utah is 3-0. We have outscored opponents 153-49. We are 3 yards shy of 1,500 yards of offense. So we're averaging 500 yards a game. 1 turnover only, but our defense has forced 6 turnovers. We've had a defensive touchdown, special teams touchdown, and we've cleaned up our penalties. And we're just boat racing people, and we're having fun while doing it. So
having fun while doing it. I can't wait. I can't wait to show off these chili dogs. Everyone should make it a point to try to get to our tailgate just to see what I'm going to do. It's going to be nice. It's going to be real nice.
Can't wait.
Beautiful. Well, yesterday was a beautiful game. I'll hop right into my first thought of the game. When you have a bet on over 60.5 rushing yards, and you already you're projecting nice, you already got like 23, 25-ish yards. It's not even the first quarter. You're like projecting to hit by a large margin at that point. But then when said running back rips off a 64-yarder,
and he gets it all in one go.
Oh, I cannot properly explain how good of a feeling that feels to hit like that on one play. And it's just over.
Yeah.
Shout out to Wayshawn.
Let's give him one of these.
A little round of applause for Wayshawn. An absolute dog. I think there were some people. I don't think anyone was hating on him by any means in the fan base. But I think there might have been at some point in the season a little skepticism of was he a little overhyped? Is he worth what we paid for him? He's been far and away exceeding expectation in my opinion, and especially in this Chili Dog U run, he's kind of started to pop off and hit his stride. So shout out to Wayshawn hitting 60.5 yards over. Such a good feeling.
While we continue, I'm gonna just look up his stats, and since Chili Dog U started, and I'll get you guys in a sec.
And while you're looking up those stats, I know we talked a little bit about tags earlier. Just a quick shout out for our Jag watch. Jalen Glover, 5 carries, 15 yards, averaged 3 per carry, and a long of 15, which means he had 1 carry for 15 and had 0 yards the other 4. Back to being himself.
The Jag is back to being himself. Shout out to the Jag, the ultimate Jag, JG1. It's fair to say we upgraded in that position by a large margin. There's still a vast majority of Utah Twitter that owes me an apology for how they reacted when I said he was not qualified RP1 for us. Along with Wayshawn, back to Wayshawn just really quick. Don't know if you guys caught it in the post game. I'm sure some of the listeners didn't. I love Coach. If you didn't notice yesterday, go back watch the highlights. Wayshawn wearing pink cleats. I haven't noticed the pink cleats. We've had a lot of pink out there for October, and the Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and then that's gone away. And Wayshawn's been rocking pink cleats. Witt said that he made a deal with Wayshawn as long as he rushes for over 100 yards, he can wear the pink cleats the next week. So he got over 100 yards. We'll see the pink cleat assassin again next week. And as long as his rushing total is under 100 yards, which I imagine it will be, I'm taking the over on the pink cleat assassin, especially knowing not only does he have Chili Dog U behind him, but he's battling to keep wearing those pink cleats. I think they came from his sister. So he has like a reason to want to wear them, and he has a performance he needs to do to keep him with Coach Witt. I loved that. So
I do too.
So he has 378 yards, 3
This is
touchdowns.
just really quick. This is in the Chili Dog U 3-game span, correct?
Yep.
Okay, Wayshawn's stats in the Chili Dog U 3-game span. Let us have it.
Against Colorado, Cincinnati, Baylor, 378 yards, 3 touchdowns on 32 carries, averaging 11.8 a carry.
Yeah, it's not like we're feeding him 40 times a game to get to 100 yards. It's
right.
He's doing it efficiently, and he's hitting the home run balls too, which is so big. It's so big.
I remember Boise State just pounding Genty 50 times a game, and he would get 180 yards, and our boy's doing it with 12 carries. So
it's all-time efficiency. He's going to be a healthy back. I'm just excited for Wayshawn's future. He seems like just an awesome guy. Seems like the team rallies around him. Hollywood, did you have something?
I did. I had a couple. One, while we're on the kind of talk of outstanding plays throughout this Chili Dog run, any thought or any guess on what Bird Ficklen's average rushing total per game over the last 3 games?
68.
It's probably a good guess. I'll say 69.
110 yards per game. He had 14 2 weeks ago, but he had 180 or 160 this game, 166, 114, and then whatever the difference is, what is that, 151 against Colorado. I mean, your backup quarterback coming in and not just putting up yards, but absolutely trucking fools to the ground, man's gaming them, and on the way to the end zone. One of the hardest things so I'm watching, for those of you who don't know, my daughter had an early soccer game Saturday morning, and then my oldest daughter does cheer. So we had a competition down Salt Lake. I'm watching the game on my phone, but there's another dad, Brandon. Both of our daughters are on the same team. I'm watching the game. I have to be at least 30 seconds ahead of him. And so every time like a big play would happen, I'm sitting in front of him, big play would happen, and then I'd turn around and like wait for him to pay attention. He'd always look up and be like, oh, like I should be paying attention, then see. So we made a deal. I had to go 30 seconds back and sync, so I wasn't spoiling anything.
You should have just done that out of the courtesy of your heart.
Yeah.
We also had one of those.
Yes.
So we were watching it with Swoop Dog flashback, me and DB, and Swoop Dog was over there, and he had what, Apple?
Yeah.
Did he say?
Yeah.
And
Apple
he was
notifications.
Yeah, again, 30 seconds ahead of us, and he goes, "Oh!" Looks at us, and we're like, "What?"
It was the quietest touchdown we celebrated all night, and it was the coolest one. It was Bird's long 67 and the stiff arm, and then cut it back in, and we were all like, "Yeah," but we all kind of knew.
Yeah,
it was a sad moment, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, where'd you go, Swoop Dog?
So one more thing to kind of tie back in the Chili Dog.
Yes.
I was talking to Itty Bitty about this before we started recording. So I pounded 3 Chili Dogs from Wiener Schnitzel on Saturday. Felt so confident in the Chili Dog U movement that I got on and put an alternate line on the game and took Utah to cover 17.5. Got plus 178 odds.
God,
no sweater. That's how much I believe in what we're doing.
It had to be what, 11? Did you mean like 1178? Wait.
Say it again.
Plus 175. So instead of minus 110 to cover 11, I took an alternate
11?
line.
Wasn't it
whatever
7.5 was the line?
Yeah.
And
so I took Utah to cover 17 and a half.
That only got it up to plus
170? Basically, 178. That's how
honestly
much
feels like you did that before the game.
Vegas, yeah.
That's
how much Vegas believes in just my online account.
Oh,
so much Vegas believes in Utah.
Huh. I would imagine
that was in the 2s
adding
and 3s.
adding 10 points. Yeah, I would have imagined you would have gotten better odds than that. But congrats on the hit. While we're talking odds, please tell me the boys saw my afternoon parlay in the Discord.
I did not.
I did not either. I'm sorry, dog.
Anybody listening that's in my Discord has got to make sure that the notifications are on so that you get the noties. I found if I text people individually, something happens in my picks and just doesn't ever go good. But I'm trending to go wire. I have a 3-leg parlay that's trending to go wire to wire on all 3 legs, which doesn't happen very often in the parlay game. Usually, if you have 3 legs, one of them needs it's a back and forth type of battle, or you need a backdoor cover type of thing. I'm trending for a wire to wire Browns +7, Broncos +4.5, and 49ers -3.5. So I'm keeping an eye on that.
So
I did agree with you. I took the Broncos plus the points. Yeah. I thought that was going to be a defensive struggle, and that's looking like exactly what it's going to be.
Itty Bitty gave me his eye on that one last night on the Broncos, which was helpful. I have one more thought on yesterday's game, but I want to hear from you guys if you have anything else.
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely a moment right at halftime where I was feeling uneasy about the game. Just the way the game was trending. It wasn't because it was, 28-17? What was it at half? Yeah.
It was going to be 28-10. And then Baylor gets that late touchdown at the end of the half, which I think contributed to the uneasiness.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. And just the way they were throwing the ball. Me and DB went for a walk real quick at halftime outside to cool off. And I was feeling uneasy, but the defense came back in the second half and just absolutely shut him down. Which I feel like last year wouldn't have happened. They would have just thrown all over us again in the second half. And I have another thought. I don't know if DB was going to go this way, but a lot of the former players were saying that was an ugly win. And me and DB talked about it a lot last night. It's like, we dropped 55 points. What do you mean that was ugly? Like, yeah, it was 55-28, but we still
I do agree that it was ugly, but it's beautiful to win ugly games by 27 points.
Yeah.
Like that's the beauty of it. Usually you have to win ugly games by 4, 5, 3 points, but when we're winning our ugly performances by 27, that's just when things are going really good.
Yeah.
So here's my thought on that. And it's going to sound weird when the offense scores 77 points, but I absolutely had so much respect for Utah's defense because it felt like Utah would sustain these long defensive drives, hold them, and then Utah would get the ball and run 74 yards real quick, get a touchdown, and then their defense is right back on the field. The time of possession, I remember at halftime thinking, Baylor's going to have so much more possession than we do, and our defense has to stay out there. I was worried about the defense kind of giving up a little bit, not giving up, but that fatigue kind of hitting them in the fourth quarter. They didn't. They played so good in the second half. And I think you look at the score, and without really paying attention to the game, you think, oh, this is a great offensive performance. And it was. They did great. But for when your team scores 55 points, the other team has that many more offensive possessions, and Utah's defense did such a phenomenal job that I think we need to tip our hats to them and thank them for bending and not breaking and just holding them to 28 points. They did a phenomenal job.
I agree with all that. And like a lot of people that I've followed on Twitter have pointed out that that's probably the best wide receiver core in the conference at Baylor. So it's not like we were playing against scrubs. And I do think people will say this week, like, I mean, they were already saying it last night that the book's kind of out on Utah's defense and like how to attack it the best. And that's where I was going to go with my next thought. I do have confidence that in our coaching staff that they know that the weakness is now on tape consecutive weeks, and they're going to adjust. That weakness is being our nickel corner spot. I'm not going to single anyone out at this moment, but just the nickel corner, no matter who's been there, has kind of been getting toast over the top. It's fine, in my opinion, to let, they're going to complete passes. You just got to hope that the passes that they complete are underneath and you make the first tackle. No harm, no foul. But when we're giving up over the top passes for 70, 80 yards, those are the killers. And it's almost all been over our nickels heads. Couple on the outside, but mostly on the nickels. Smith Snowden, SS2, has struggled. I saw somebody say it was a half of football last night. Whoever said that hasn't quite been paying attention. It's been at least 2 games now, 2 full games, and he's gotten benched in the last 2. So like something's going on with Smith. Again, we've heard about health issues, so I don't know if he's healthy. I don't like that excuse anyways, though. If you're out there, you're healthy enough, in my opinion. If you're not healthy enough to keep up, then don't be out there. So that's just not an excuse for me. That's valuable, but I have faith in our coaches are going to figure it out, and either SS2 is going to rise to the occasion to finish out the year, or somebody's going to arise at that nickel spot to figure it out.
I like that. Yeah, and even his dad, someone on Twitter, kind of ripped him, and his dad came out and was like, he's not himself right now. Like, give it time. So, yeah, I agree with you. I'm hoping he can figure it out this next 2 weeks before postseason play. So,
and this week should be good because we're playing a running back, quarterback. Hopefully either he's not as tested as much, or maybe we can rest him some. Either way, what do you have, Hollywood?
I just was going to say, it's interesting because if you sit back and think, when was the last time we were in a situation where we sat around and talked, man, our defense is kind of struggling a little bit. Good thing our offense is so good to carry the weight. You know what I mean? Like things have kind of flipped a little bit. And I feel like there is that balance of when one is down a little bit, the other can pick it up and carry. And that's what championship teams are made of. Yep. Being able to pick up for one another. So I hope, look, I'm not saying they're going to make it to the playoffs or do anything. I would love to see what would happen if they had another shot at either one of those 2 teams that we lost to, or even in the playoffs. And so they're playing really, really good ball right now.
What do you got?
Yeah. I was going to say, I got 2 points. So before the season, we broke it down 100 times. The magic number for our offense should be 27 points. And we are exactly 8-0 once we scored 27. The 2 games we lost was like 21 and, 13 or something? 10?
Somewhere there.
So, yeah, to your point, with our defense and our special teams, the way we play, we just got to put up 27. That's 1 touchdown a quarter. That's very doable. It's so doable.
And they bucked the trend.
Yeah.
You put out the stat last episode. We're 7-0 when we score on the first drive. We're 0-2. We didn't score on that first drive, and I was like, oh boy, here we go. And sure enough, I mean, not only did they win, they came. It was a no doubter.
Underrated moment. We elected to kick the ball off. Our defense goes out, and within a minute and a half of the game, our offense has the ball, and within that minute and a half, the guy next to me, you'll never believe this. Within that minute and a half, he goes, "I wish we had received the ball." Unbelievable. After a minute and a half, when we have the ball, I'm like, well, glad we didn't take the ball because we got it. And now we get it at half too. So just an incredible moment.
I'm just a stat guy. I'm a stat guy, We're 7-0. Just want to keep it going,
Well, but stat has nothing to do with electing to get the ball or not.
That is true.
It's not who scores first. It's us scoring on the first possession. So I still don't understand why we want to take the ball first.
That ball game, once we punted, was that hit hard.
It hit good. It hit good.
Yeah.
Felt like it kind of had to remind you, but it did hit good. Neither here nor there. I will say it is nice to go back, circle it back to our defense. I mean, how beautiful is it that we're like, man, our defense is kind of scary. We're still like a top 25, easily a top 25 defense in the nation in all like stat categories that matter. Our standard for our defense is so incredibly high. It's so nice. Like, it's so nice not to ever have actual defense problems that last a whole season. Bad games are going to happen, and those do, but I think we take it for granted a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of defenses, your boy Hollywood called 2 picks.
Yes,
and we had 2 picks.
2.
That was great.
Do you worry that you limited us in that projection?
We can test the waters. If they're going to get what Hollywood predicts, maybe we increase that a little bit.
I'll leave that up to you. I'll leave that
up
to you.
Go into next week's game. We'll see.
Hey, another the pick 6 streak would have continued, but I'm just glad we knocked it out. What, game 2? Cal Poly, I think we did. So
yeah,
another pick 6, the pick 6U, Chili Dog U. I mean,
it's all coming together.
Way Sean, go Sean.
Yo Sean.
Yo Sean.
Any other thoughts on yesterday's game? I'll have one more to kind of tie it all up, but anything else you guys got?
I mean, we've already said it. Our rushing game is just unbelievable. I think we threw for like 115 yards, and we ran for like 3 something. So you don't need to throw when you're running all over people. Come stop it.
Yep.
Good luck.
Love it. Hollywood, anything?
Just a good time. It's always good to be a Utah fan, but man, the way they are playing right now, it's great. I love what they've got going on, and I think for the committee that's looking at everything, style points matter, and Utah is looking real, real good on those style points. And so I'm real interested to see over the next couple of weeks what happened.
Love it. My final thought, tie it all together. We've got Chili Dog U, SS2 struggling. I want to put out a little challenge. And if you're superstitious and you need to keep the same routine, by all means, keep the same routine on what you're doing with the Chili Dogs. But I believe in the Chili Dog U power. Our boy, Smith Snowden, has been struggling. It's fair to say. That's not a criticism. He has been struggling. I am committing. I'm eating 2 Chili Dogs at the tailgate on Saturday for our boy, Smith Snowden, 2. Number 2. He wears the number 2. 2 Chili Dogs. Smith Snowden wears 2 Chili Dogs. Chili Dog U, Smith Snowden. We're eating 2 Chili Dogs for Smith on Saturday to rally behind him. This is one of the great Utes of all time. His dad's a legacy Cougar. He had every reason, grew up Utah County, had every reason to go down there. We hear all the rumors last season. He's going down there, blah, 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 blah. He's wrote it out as a Ute, and he's struggling, and we need to back him up. There's power in it. There's power in it, fellas. So I challenge anybody that wants to. 2 Chili Dogs on Saturday for SS2. Let's get him right. If we get him right, our defense is going to be lights out. That's like kind of the last thing. So
could you imagine 2 Chili Dogs and Smith Snowden comes down with 2 interceptions? I'm just saying.
Not official prediction yet. Oh my gosh.
I will eat those Chili Dogs without even chewing, brother.
Oh.
If that happens,
I'm
in. I'm committed. 2 Chili Dogs.
And I'm excited because, one game could be one thing, maybe 2, but then it's like, hey, we had to drag it out over the bye week, and then it showed out again yesterday. Like, it's the movement, and you have to jump behind it. Yep. And if you're not, I don't know what to tell you.
Don't get left behind. Don't get left behind, Utah fans. Jump on now. There's still room.
That's all I got. Anything else you guys want to throw in?
Yeah, I wish we had a later kickoff on Saturday against K-State, but we'll take 2 o'clock. It'll be nice to get done around dinner time and catch that Cincinnati game. So we will be up there early on Saturday to wrap up the season.
Preliminary talks. I'm going to put something together, probably somewhere public, but preliminary talks on a Cincinnati watch party. Mm-hmm. Any commits either way for you guys?
I should be in. Yep.
Okay.
I should be in as well. I'll double check. I'm not out of town, so I'm in.
I've done this before in 2017. What was our first year win in the South Division in the Pac-12? Was it 2017 or 2018? It was 2018, 18. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 18. We beat Colorado at Colorado. I was at that game where we wore the feather helmets. Such a clean look. We then that night, in order for us to win our first South Division title and go to the Pac-12 championship game, we needed Oregon to beat Arizona State. We did a watch party in Boulder to watch that game, and it was the most fun I've ever had watching a football game by far, because it's not like you're not super stressed because it's not your team, but everyone's rallying, blast. So we're going to put it together. I don't know where yet. Any good ideas?
House of Hollywood? The theater room?
I'm thinking somewhere public, because I would honestly like to get like hundreds. I'd like to put it out, and really rally.
There's a couple places that I might be able to swing for us. Let me make some calls this week and see what we can find out. But
a couple off the top of my head, I'm thinking Green Pig, which I've heard good and bad as far as seating and watching.
Flankers.
And Flankers are the two that have kind of come to my mind as far as like public accessible. And it'd be nice to be kind of close to the U, so we can just go straight from the game down.
Yeah. Agreed. I do. Yeah. Let's figure it out, and then we'll blast it out in the podcast on Thursday, Friday. I think last thought on the game, unless you want to add anything else.
Nope. Go ahead.
DB said his hand-painted helmets from last night were climbing in his polls, and I have to agree with him because
they looked
that
good.
Jersey combo was filthy.
Yeah, they looked so much better on the red than the black.
Yeah.
Not that they looked bad on the black. They just popped more on the red. It looked so good.
Yeah, I agree.
You might need to re-rank in the offseason.
Yeah. It was one step above the OG Drum and Feather, and now it's probably 2 or 3 above it.
I agree.
So
I agree with that.
Electric.
I agree with that. Good call out. Anything else, fellas?
Our boy Itty Bitty's having a hell of a week. He's up how many units?
So with the Bears hitting today and San Diego State hitting last night, plus I didn't even add my blackjack match I played at Vito's on Friday. I'm technically up a little over 24 units.
That's incredible.
From Friday till today.
That's incredible. For those that don't know, 24 units. If Itty Bitty's unit size is $100, he's up $2,400 since when?
Friday.
Since Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Incredible work. Love to see it.
Thank you.
I'm ready to hop off because I want to see the end and see if I hit this parlay.
Yep.
I'll give it last calls for anything else from the fellas.
Love you, boys.
Just keep it up. Listen, I would love to see how big we can make this Chili Dog U. Post it. Share it with your friends. Let's make this a movement and see how big we can make this. I'm a big believer that that there's energy behind a lot of this stuff. Let's see what we can do here, boys.
Yeah. Plus, it's easier when it's not coming from us. When it's other people blasting out, like Christian Judd, like that's where movement's gonna keep going. And I mean, we can blast out as much as we want, but people will probably just get annoyed with us three. So
yeah,
we typically do blast out after the dogs.
Yeah,
but
yeah, that's one reason you don't want to have the watch party at your house. Everyone having 2 chili dogs going straight to your house would not be good. Stand for something or fall for anything, fellas. Stand for Chili Dog U. Thank you for all the listeners tuning in. Thanks for all the comments. Keep the comment section going. We'll address those more. But subscribe to the channel, share with a friend. We love you guys, and go Utes.
Go Utes, baby.
That's it for this episode of Tailgate Talk, hosted by DB Cooper and Itty Bitty Ute. Produced by Hollywood. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share with your tailgate crew. Join us next time for more sports talk, food, and fun. Until next time, keep the grill hot and the stories hotter.